Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here for a shop update preview. The shop update will be this Friday, August 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time at pineappleyarn.com. I have some beautiful new colorways in stock as well as some restocks. I have them on single skeins, sock sets, all different bases. So let's get started. So the first one here is called Frosé All Day, and it is such a pretty kind of light pink, a cooler pink with beautiful speckles, and it is paired with my new tonal. I'm so excited about this tonal. I'll talk about it in a minute. But this is a colorway, this is new. I've never dyed it before, and it may find a permanent home in the shop, but it was just to try out some fun color combinations. So this is called Frosé All Day. The next one is not a new colorway, but I haven't had it in the shop, I don't think, in quite a while. This is called Sights on Summer. And it is such a beautiful gradient in the skein. So you start off with this beautiful, really vibrant, almost like sunset orange. It's so pretty. It coordinates really well with coral conch, but we'll talk about that when we get to the full skeins. This is so pretty, and I love all of these really vibrant kind of turquoisey speckles and the purple speckles. And it's paired with an aqua mini. It's so pretty. So this is called Sights on Summer. This next one is a brand new colorway. I had so much fun playing with new colorways this month. It was so much fun coming up with them. This is called Summer Haze, and it has that beautiful kind of neon sunset orange. And I love this because I added just a little bit of this lavender, if you can see in here. It makes it look, kind of gives it that haze effect that I really wanted. And then of course I added layers of speckles. So this beautiful kind of rusty orange and neon green, and of course pink, because I have pink, I feel like, in everything. And I paired this with my new tonal called Mello Grello, and again, we'll talk about that when we get to tonals, but this is called Summer Haze. Another new colorway I came out with is called Kissed by the Sun. And of course, this is the sock set paired with a Princess Mini. It's such a pretty yellowy orange, almost all throughout. But then I added just a hint of this beautiful, warm brown. And I thought this was a really nice colorway kind of at the end of the summer, maybe going into autumn just slightly. And it is just such a nice colorway. It's not completely an autumnal colorway, but it's kind of that end of the summer, maybe just a little hint of fall. I thought this was really pretty. So this is Kissed by the Sun. The next colorway I have dyed before, but I don't think I've had it in the shop recently. Now I could be wrong, but I don't, from my memory, I haven't. But this is called Shiny Object, and it is so pretty. It's this really vibrant, pale neon yellow, as you can see throughout. And then it has areas of lighter, just some lighter places where the speckles can really pop. And so there's this beautiful kind of greeny blue speckle and purpley pink. And then I added this darker yellow speckle, which I think just is so pretty. And then of course I paired it with a Paula Mini because I just thought this deeper saturated purple pink just really popped against this bright yellow. So this is called Shiny Object. The last two sock sets I'll be adding to the shop are both brand new colorways. So this one is called Beach Please, and it is so pretty, this really pretty greeny blue, aqua, turquoisey, jade green, and then here and there, there's hints of this sunset orange with some lighter spots as well. And then I added some layers of really nice speckles, these pretty yellow speckles. When they blend with this gorgeous jade color, they just really pop. They're not in your face, but I really like that color of speckle. Now, of course, pink, gotta have the pink speckles. And then I paired it with a Princess Mini Skein, but I love this colorway. I think it has so many different uses. I think it'd be beautiful knit up. I cannot wait to play with some fades with this colorway, but in a sock set, I think it's gonna be so pretty. So this is Beach Please. And then my last colorway is called Tropic Like It's Hot. Kind of a fun, you know, I love play on words. So this one is just gorgeous. It is a bluey turquoise color with some of that pretty hints of the sunset orange. So nice for summer. Like that just looks so, so pretty. I can only imagine in winter, these would just be such fun treats to knit up when it's so cold and dark. And I love the little bits of lavender that you can see in there, just so pretty. And then of course I did lots of speckles. So green, kind of an aqua, turquoisey speckle, really pretty. I liked this colorway a lot when I came up with it. And I paired it with a Cloud 9 Mini to kind of bring out those hints of lavender in the colorway. So this is Tropic Like It's Hot. So those are the sock sets that will be added to the shop. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about the colorways and the tonals that I will be adding to the shop. So the first one is Pink Hibiscus. This is a beautiful tonal colorway. It's darker, obviously darker than Princess, which I will also be adding. So pretty. I really like using this as an accent for different colors because it brings out darker speckles. So for instance, if you paired these two together, it would really bring out these pretty pink speckles. It'd be so, so nice paired together. So this is Pink Hibiscus. And then of course, Princess, a staple in my shop, and I'm always adding this to the shop. I feel like every update I have Princess. The next colorway I'll be adding is Coral Conch, this pretty sunset orange. It's a neon, it's fairly saturated, and it is definitely one of my favorites. I love this color so much. I'll also be adding Solar Flare, and it is definitely more of a yellowy orange. So this is a nice in-between between Princess and Solar Flare. That one kind of is just another, kind of bridges the gap between these two. And then for my final tonal that I will be adding to the shop, this is called Mello Grello. I'm so excited about this color. I cannot even tell you. It is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm so happy with it. It is almost like it's definitely a greeny yellow color, almost an olive green. But I just think it is so beautiful, especially as we tiptoe toward the fall, to be thinking about some really pretty autumnal colors that we might want to knit something special with. I will be adding all of these. I will be restocking all the bases. So Mello Grello, since this is a brand new tonal, I will be adding it on all the bases as well. Here it is on my Noe Mohair Silk. Stunning. And it is available for a custom order if you need a larger quantity for a larger project. So excited about this one, Mello Grello. The colorways I'll be adding to the shop are Sights on Summer. This is not a brand new colorway. I have had this for quite a while. And it's a nice gradient between that kind of sunset orange down to like a really pretty pink color, down to some lighter tones as well as speckles throughout. I think this would be so pretty paired with Fortunately Pink, which is in the shop right now. If they're not sock sets, if they're just these single colorways, I have these already in the shop because they're already labeled. That's how I can keep track of them. Of course, if you wanted to pair it with a tonal, Coral Conch would be beautiful. So would Princess. It's really, really beautiful. I like those together. Those would be gorgeous in a project. I also really like it with Tropic Like It's Hot. I just think these two complement each other. You have these speckles, which are very similar to the turquoise in Tropic Like It's Hot. Those two would be such a pretty contrast together. So this colorway is back in stock, Sights on Summer. The next colorway I will be adding is Tropic Like It's Hot, brand new colorway, which we talked about with the sock sets. It's predominantly a beautiful blue turquoise color with some lighter spots, lavender, this beautiful neon sunset orange, and then of course, lots of speckles. I really like this one. I think it would be so pretty paired with, oh goodness, lots of different colors. Here it is with Cloud 9. And that is what the sock set is paired with. Coral Conch. Both of those are really beautiful. And then of course I showed it paired with Sights on Summer. That's really pretty. Here it is paired with Mello Grello. I think that's so pretty and it really brings out all of these green speckles. That's really nice. So Tropic Like It's Hot. The next colorway I'll be adding is Summer Haze, and it is predominantly this beautiful sunset neon orange and then bits of this beautiful hazy kind of lighter lavender bits throughout, and then several different colors of speckles. So we have this rusty orange, pink, bright green. I really like this paired with Mello Grello, which is what the sock set is paired with. I just think it's such an unusual pairing and I think it's a beautiful contrast. I think it's stunning. Really, really beautiful. Of course, you could pair it with Cloud 9 as well. And I just think that this combination is so gorgeous. It really is unusual. It's outstanding. I think it would be so much fun to knit with these colors. Here it is paired with Princess, also so beautiful. And Solar Flare, if you wanted to do a little bit of a yellowy orange, that would be really pretty. If you wanted another colorway, you could do Fortunately Pink. This is very, very pretty. And you could also put a lighter pink like Bubblegum. Nectar Glow, that's beautiful. Here's Bubblegum. So that looks really nice together. So anything in kind of the pink, orange families I think would be really pretty, or you could just completely go with a contrast like Cloud 9, absolutely gorgeous. So this is Summer Haze. The next colorway is Shiny Object. I really love this because it has such pretty various speckles on it. It's so light and bright and it really shines. It is very, very pretty and bold. So I kind of like this paired with anything that would really benefit from a pop of neon. So here it is with Beachcombing. And I love the contrast of those two. Beachcombing has this really pretty kind of limey pale green in it, which brings out the neon yellow in Shiny Object. Here it is paired with Lush Paradise. Again, this Shiny Object paired with this, it really brings out the yellow in it. So it's so pretty. I really love this colorway. So this is Shiny Object. The next new colorway is Beach Please, and I just showed the sock set and it's just gorgeous. I love it. I love it paired with the pink Princess. It really brings out just all these beautiful pink speckles. Of course, Coral Conch looks beautiful and kind of brings out those sunset orange areas. I think it's so pretty. Here it is paired with Lush Paradise. That really brings out all the green colors. I really love that. Here is Palm Springs. This is really pretty because it has so many of the green speckles and the pink. That looks really pretty together. So Beach Please is a new colorway in stock. And then my last one is this gorgeous yellowy orange. I really love this one. This one is called Kissed by the Sun, and it has this beautiful yellowy orange, but then I put just a hint of this really pretty warm brown throughout. So it looks really great with something that, a color that has like some more earth tones. I am thinking you could pair it with Honeycomb. That would be beautiful and it would really bring out like the earthy warm tones. It'd be gorgeous for an autumn project, and you could also pair it with Solar Flare. So those look really nice together. Of course, if you wanted to stay away from the earthy tones, you're not ready for fall yet, you could also go with Princess and Solar Flare. Those two are really pretty together. I like that a lot. And you can just go from there and start playing with so many different colorways. So if you wanted to do some fun warm tone colorways, I would probably go with, I think this one might be too dark. This one is Sweet Heat, and I really like that, but I'm gonna set that aside for just a minute. And I wanna just play with some lighter, brighter colorways. So this one is Fortunately Pink. You could pair those two together and that would be really pretty. And then add Nectar Glow. That one would be really pretty. Maybe throw Solar Flare, this tonal in between. And why not add Shiny Object? That might be kind of fun. That's really pretty together. I wonder what Bright Mint would look like. Ooh, I like that together. That looks really nice. I like that a lot. So right there, there's a beautiful 6 skein fade. Just this beautiful gradient, and I love that. It is light and bright, and that is very pretty. I like that a lot. Then if you maybe just wanted to go, just keep playing with color here. What if we added Pink Passion Flower? That is so pretty. I really like Pink Passion Flower. This is Starstruck. So if we wanted to just remove the tonals from here, we could put Starstruck, Pink Passion Flower, Fortunately Pink, Kissed by the Sun, Shiny Object together. Those are so pretty. Those are really nice together. I like those a lot. And it's nice too because with Starstruck, it is a little more saturated, but not too much. So actually this would be a great opportunity to add Sweet Heat. So you really have this darker saturated color, and then you're going along a beautiful gradient, but also getting lighter near the end, which is just a really neat effect to go from dark to light, or light to dark. It doesn't have to start here, but then you're also playing with color, which is really neat. So those are all really nice together. One thing I am always looking for when I am dyeing yarn and thinking about new colorways and what to add to the shop, I really like to add these skeins that are what I call bridges. So for instance, this colorway is a great example. So's this one, because they all have similar colors, but they're not next to each other on the color wheel. They might be opposites, and they're really great to pair with skeins, even single skeins you have in your stash that might be highly variegated and you're just not sure what to do with them. This one is Beach Please. And if we have two seemingly different colorways, like here's Lush Paradise. This one is highly variegated. It has so many different colors in it, but you could also put a tonal with it, like Coral Conch. I think it would be really pretty if you added a totally different color. This one is I Heart Beach Glass. If you did something like that, you could go ahead and add pink hibiscus, and that is really beautiful together. These two are so pretty together. This one is Bright Mint. Those also look really good together. I want to play with one pairing that I saw that I thought was really pretty. This one is called Pineapple Flower, and it is not a very bright colorway. It's a little more muted, and I think it's beautiful, but I really liked this paired with Mello Grello. I thought these two looked so pretty together. And then even maybe if you want to do Bright Mint with it, I thought those looked really nice. Palm Springs, you know, with all these beautiful speckles, it coordinates really well with lots of different colors. Kind of like those. Actually, I really like Mello Grello and Palm Springs together. Those are really pretty because of these beautiful green speckles. Also have Beach Combing. You could sub that in. Put Pineapple Flower back in. That's really pretty. And I kind of like Sights on Summer, just taking these two completely out. I like Sights on Summer with Beach Combing. They share a few colors that are similar, and I think that's really pretty. You could pair this with Paula. That's really nice. If you wanted to put a little bit of Coral Conch with it, or Princess, that's very pretty. Those are really, really nice. I love these two together. Those are really pretty. I also think if you had some of these new colorways, they look really nice together. So Summer Haze, Beach Please, those are gorgeous. And I would love it if you had colors like these and then you took a skein of Cloud 9 and you put, if you had a pattern that you could put a tonal in between each color, Cloud 9 would be such a beautiful divider because it's just, oh, I just love that color so much. That is really pretty. Tropic Like It's Hot, that would also be really pretty with Cloud 9 in between. That is so pretty. I don't know how Azure would look. That looks really nice together too. I really like these three together. That is so pretty. I like that a lot. So there's just so many possibilities, and when you have yarn and you can just play around with them. It's just so much fun. So this is Tropic Like Its Hot. This is in stock, and that's gorgeous with those. I really like that. And I just love these pops of the deep neon sunset orange. That is so pretty. I love that. Those are so pretty together as well. Summer Haze, Cloud 9, Tropic Like Its Hot, and Azure. That is beautiful. I really like that. And then if you wanted to add a tonal, like this is Nectar Glow. That is so pretty. I really like this colorway a lot. You know, I love those warm tones. If you've been around for a while, you know that I love, this is what I gravitate towards, the oranges, the warm colors. That's a very pretty fade. That's really nice. This is Peachy Day. So if you wanted to maybe sub that in, that's a really nice 5 skein bundle. That would be beautiful with something, or for something. Beautiful shawl, or if you wanted to do maybe a granny stripe blanket and you just want to get started with some full skeins, that would be beautiful. This is Fortunately Pink. It's really pretty. So there's just so many different combinations. I could go on and on, but I think you are seeing how many of these you could put together, and it's a lot. They all just look so pretty with each other. They're also complementary. And that is actually a great point to bring up, is that for the most part, when you are buying a dyer's yarn, or if you're buying yarn from a single dyer, the neat thing is that a lot of times their yarn coordinates because it's just an extension of them. It's their creativity and the colors that they gravitate towards. And I just think that's such a neat thing to be able to do a project from one dyer, because it is very cohesive and it's just really fun. So this is Starstruck, Pink Passion Flower, Summer Haze, Fortunately Pink, Kissed by the Sun, Peachy Day, Azure, and Tropic Like Its Hot. So pretty. I love those. So I could stay here all day, but I am going to end this here. Thank you so much for watching this, for playing with yarn with me, and I hope I've given you some inspiration and some ideas about how to combine these colors and make a project that is so special and so fun and just your own. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed looking at all the colorways and sock sets. Again, my shop update will be this Friday, August 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time at pineappleyarn.com. I would love to hear what you think about it. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love if you leave it below. I also have my contact information in the drop down below in case you would like to send me a message. I hope you join me this Friday, and I hope you're enjoying all of your crafting. I'll see you next month with another shop update preview, but I'll be uploading videos before then too. I hope you have so much fun with your knitting and your crafting. Bye.